Get ready, boys and girls, gather around. It's time for Bronze League Heroes. All right, Forts fans, welcome back to yet again another Bronze League Hero match here on SynergyGamingTV. Let's introduce our players. On the left-hand side, Team 1, we've got JShotP playing Spook. And on the right-hand side, it's none other than Milroy playing Pinchfist. So, this is going to be really interesting to see how Bronze League hero players of all calibers handle this map, because this looks like a big old giant FU in the middle. And we're going to see what they do. Interesting 3x3s. No transition plate there, so hopefully he's not planning on putting like a Howie or a cannon there. That would be bad. Lots of building. That's lots of building, cross bracing, and not efficient resources. You can see here that J-Shot going for storages right off the bat, as they should, right? It's looking like Milroy here hasn't quite figured out. I mean, it happens to me all the time. I don't figure out that there's storages on the map. But overall, relatively standard. You can see here that Milroy's turbines are a little bit higher than J-Shot's. Not sure they're spinning that much faster. Maybe a little bit. This is probably like 90% efficiency, and this is probably like 76% efficiency. I'm guessing you guys would probably know. Let me know in the comments below if you guys happen to recall the efficiency there. You can see here J-Shot going for that munitions plant here right off the bat. And Milroy still playing base building simulator. A little bit of Sim City over here. Some city skylines going on there, but getting the reinforcement. Now, we've talked a little bit about this before. Getting the reinforcement, the inner strength of the base inside of a base, done before the bracing compresses, before they turn red, is the key. So this in itself allows all the bracings to compress evenly, rather than allowing them to compress and then trying to strengthen them. Much stronger this way. Going for the instant buzzsaw here. Milroy going for the top and narrow base design with J-Shot. Oh no. Oh no. Is this going to be the weapon spot? Please don't put a cannon there or a Howie there. Please, sir, don't do that. Oh, he might do that. That would be really bad. I like the early buzzsaw here. I hope he doesn't reveal it right away, though. I hope he saves it a little bit and reveals it when this tower here goes up a little bit higher. And just a little bit of construction building. We got the early shield. Early shield really far back on the base. This shield should be up here. Shields don't really weigh anything. So to have that shield up here in the front, or even back one, would be a little bit better. It's a little odd there. If the shield was up here, he'd be able to fit more turbines in there. So not that there isn't room to build backwards. Early buzzsaw. Oh, Milroy would have saved that. I would have liked to see that, but he didn't know that there was a shield there, so that could have been a great play, other than no weapons. Other than no weapons. Waiting on these players. Hanging out. Munitions plant here from Milroy coming back. We got the super strong bracing here. This is the new meta now, for those of you guys that don't know, using bracings that are so I guess let me rephrase that in English here, proper English. The longer the bracing, apparently, the more weight that they can support. So you tend to see a lot of this. Some of the top tier players, ones like Felix, he uses the 4-lung bracing, which is very hard to get. It's basically more of an exploit, because you can't actually create a bracing that is 4 units long, but you can, if something is already in place, you can make a connection to it, right? So if you've got this up here and you make it to there, you'd be able to connect it down here. If it was 4 units, so to speak, it would make a connection. But to actually just be able to drag one, you can't do that. So as a typical Hill Fort match, it's up to me to find entertainment till at least the 6-minute mark, so to speak. We're coming up to 4 minutes and 15 seconds now, with not a whole lot happening here. Milroy deciding to go a little bit more defensive here in the situation. He's probably close to floating resources. He's got howitzer storage created here. Now he's adding some weight on the back of the base. Did you see how that shifted? For those of you guys that are even more like brand new players, you can see how Milroy here added weight to the back of his base to shift the center of gravity backwards, or to the rear of the base. That's really, really important if you guys learn to do that as newer players. You guys can also see here that there's been a correction here So the developers reached out to me not too long ago, and I had talked about a slight disadvantage here on hill forts. And that was being the Team 1 base had this very small little droop here off the front, and Team 2 had a much larger one that came out here. That was creating an unfair advantage, being able to hang gunners down here to prevent to be able to shoot upwards to prevent things like howitzers and mortars. So they've actually corrected this now and made it the exact same size and shape on that side of the map, so it allows for gunners to be placed correctly. So, it also seems like base 2 is higher. It's probably not. It's probably my head's just crooked, but it seems like this is up like 1 grid space higher. I don't know if it is. Interesting. Alright. So, still, nothing happening. We're coming up to 5 minutes and 45 seconds. We've got a howitzer placed here. I'm glad to see that Milroy didn't place it right on top. Cannon shot, connecting into the lumber in the front of his base. Not that big of a deal. Howitzer's half built. I'm really glad to see this space here above his core. I'm really glad he didn't place a howitzer or something there. Here, from P-Shot. Huge mistake here in this situation. This needs to be solid bracing. Background bracing above your core does nothing to protect it when it goes through this one piece of metal armor that you have here. It's going to go right through here and hit your core. This, and having a gunner right here, is incredibly dangerous. Cannon shot. Hits the shield up there. A little bit of probing. This is really bad. One cannon shot ends the game. For those of you guys that are new, don't put things right in front of your core like this, because the only thing here is one armor, and a cannon shot will go through there. Piece of cake. So we got a little bit of swish here. Swish. Can't speak the English. Another buzzsaw coming out here out of P-Shot. This is interesting. Buzzsaw coming in here, not to worry. And a cannon shot hits the lumber. So, basically, Milroy was able to tank this relatively well. You can see all the internal cross-bracing. Not only has he done the 2x1s to create density, but then he's also cross-braced and then cross-braced the cross-bracing, so it's extra cross-braced. So, there's lots of defensive capabilities here on Milroy. As long as there isn't a howitzer or a warhead coming, everything should be okie dokie. Milroy here, trying to get his sniper experience down pat. He manages to get that once he gets it a little bit dialed in here. And using the buzzsaw to counter a sniper, good opportunity there. As you can see, the P-Shot was trying to take out the supports above. That's not above, it's below. The supports below the sniper to get the sniper to fall down, rather than trying to destroy it directly. And the first Howie shot is a complete whiff. Can we get some El Nubos in chat, please? That's a joke, because it's video, and you don't have that emote. So, buzzsaw coming in here, bounces off of the shield, and comes backwards. Dealing a little bit of damage here to P-Shot's base. P-Shot's cannon about to reload. Where are we going to aim? TikTok, Jeopardy song. Can't play it. Copyright. And, oh! This armor wasn't quite finished yet. Look at the splash that cannon shell did. That's crazy. That's a lot. Tactical. That looked like a tactical repair there. Milroy didn't spam that Arky right off the bat, and only doing it on this little area here to make sure that things stay repaired. Not repairing stuff up here using the resources. Milroy, a much more experienced player than he's letting on. A little bit of redness here. Probably needs to keep an armor there. Howie shot. That one was dialed in. Unfortunately, gunners in the way seem to handle that. Gary, the gunner, and his entourage with George, Guadalupe, and Gertrude, and Greg. And Gunter. That's right. Gotta have Gunter. Gunter in there as well. Sniper with micro door. Alright. Being a little bit budget friendly here. Not too important here. He is pinch fist, so he's gaining the extra 10% resources from his mines. And the 100% recovery if he does sell something off. Great buzzsaw there. If two buzzsaws come in here, he's in deep crap. Oh, P-Shot. Whiffing on the big old middle finger that is in Hillfort. Good opportunity there. That was going to come a little bit lower, but it's looking... I mean, you can tell here right now, I mean, a little bit of experience would tell me that a cannon needs to go right here, because if you're looking here, you know that there's gunners, you can see the barrels, and it's background bracing right in front of the core, which means one shot, one cannon shot ends the game. Very, very simple, very easy to do. Great Howie shot, but gunners are going to take it out. I wouldn't even bother firing the Howie at this point. And that door snipe coming from P-Shot. Oh my goodness gracious, golly me. Haha. That was epic. Milroy getting absolutely dominated by that door snipe. What a shot from P-Shot, who shot the cannon through the door. That was a lot of shots there. Oh, okay. Big investment here. Now you can see too, with JShot being Spook, he knows exactly what's happening inside of Milroy's base. It's basically like playing against me when I'm streaming. Very, very easy to know exactly what's happening on here. This scares the crap out of me. Wooden bracing, man. Get these gunners out here. This is just so terrifying. Literally one shot. He's starting to get a little bit more bracing in here. He's spending the metal, and he could just use more dense bracing. These gunners need to come out. Extra cannons coming in here. Another shot. Just hits the lumber. Not that big of a deal. We're doing okay right now. So, what happens here? Reloading. Whoa, the base jiggle. It's doing a little dance. Making a little love. Get down tonight. Whoo! I don't think I've seen a base do a jiggle like that. That's a good shot. And whiff! So, Milroy, understanding that he has nothing here to be damaged. This cannon doesn't really have an angle to drop it. Maybe if it just clipped the peak here. The summit of FU Mountain. It might be able to come down a little bit here, but other than that, there's nothing to hit there. So there's really no point in putting in armor, no point in putting in doors until you have the resources to kind of drop a Howie, which I don't think he needs. He needs that. Is exactly correct. It's exactly what I would do. In fact, he could probably get away with a 20 mil in this specific situation. I wouldn't recommend it because it would get sniped. Oof. Guys, synergy tip here right now. Practice your sniper shots. Very, very, very important. Buzzsaw coming in here doing the old Fandango bounce off of the shield. Not doing any damage. And there we go. That was a great shot. That's basically exactly where I was telling him to aim through my subliminal commentary. And exactly. Wow. Those hit exactly the same spots. Now, keep in mind that this... Another buzzsaw, man. Those things are just like coming out here like popcorn. This cannon shot, I'm actually surprised. I didn't think it was going to be able to do that much damage. This one could actually be aimed a little bit lower and maybe get some splash onto the core. You can see here that Milroy's core is already smoking. And that's a wrap. Okay. Cannons are reloaded. We've got a cannon here. Milroy just needs one good shot to end the game. Is he going to get it off here? Just splash in the wood. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. So, waiting. We're doing a little bit of the dance here. We're waiting. Look at the sunset over Milroy's base here. Just beautiful scenery here with cannons and destruction and fire. Doing a little bit of a... Not sure what that was. Didn't have the energy to fire. Opens the doors and didn't open the doors. Then not totally sure. Hey guys, let me know in the comments below if you think you should be able to hotkey doors so that you can open just a set of doors and close a set of doors rather than clicking the weapon to open. What do you guys think? I don't know if it would be viable. I don't know if it's worth it, but you could definitely have some mind games. It'd be kind of cool. I mean, you can already do it already. Click the weapon, fire, hit your closed door button. So there are possibilities. So I think here, guys, let's get back on track here. We're doing a little bit of my own commentary Sim City here. You can I like the upgraded sniper. Buzzsaw coming in, hitting the same spot, not doing any damage. If P-Shot saved up 2 buzzsaws, he could... There it is. He could probably drop that whole thing down there. I'm betting here right now because we don't have access. Great shot on the door. We don't have access to seeing the resources here right now. I bet you Milroy's... Oh, I did the mass upgrading. We got the upgraded mines. I bet you he's trying to save the resources to get the doors here needed so that he can fire the cannon more efficiently. I'd like the shots here that P-Shot did. Aiming for the economy here, getting that energy economy is a great play considering his cannons aren't in position to really do anything else. I'm thinking that these guys should have probably noticed that going cannons in a spot where you can't hit the core doesn't really end the game unless you're planning on disconnecting something like this and then dropping his cannon down on top of his core to blow up the batteries, chain reaction to the core, etc, etc, etc. Great shot from Milroy using that AP sniper to go right through there. One shot on the shield. He's going to grab his other cannon. There it is, and he's going to go... That was actually a great shot. Took out one of the armored doors. That's 300 and some metal, plus a turbine, another 200 metal. That's 500 plus metal in one cannon shot. That is a great trade. AP Sniper just aimed a little too high, penetrated the door, and missed the buzzsaw on the other side here. I believe we're going to be waiting... Are we going to wait for a third door? Literally, Milroy can end this game here with one simple shot right to the core. No, he's going to try and get a door snipe instead. Is that the play? Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so what he needs to do now, that was actually great. That's actually pretty good. If you weren't going to go just directly for the core, which I would probably have tried to do because there's nothing in the way, just this one piece of armor, which you can cut through, piece of cake. But to get the door snipe is also detrimental to the damage that he's going to sustain. So you kind of look at it from an economic standpoint. With only one cannon worth of damage, even the repair bill now is going to be, what, half as much. That's going to allow him to stockpile a little bit more metal. It's a little bit more energy into his base, except for that. Sucks because shields are expensive. And the buzzsaw hitting the metal, nothing being done. This is that situation where I'd really like to see Milroy saving up, expand here, and get another cannon up here so he's able to shoot directly down on top of that core. Literally one shot. This one might be able to make it. It's really close. He'd have to just clip the summit there. Yep, basically just like that. Unfortunately, he was a little bit high. If he was able to go a tad bit lower, you can see here in this specific instance in this drop, because of the way that the Mount FU is in the way, he's able to actually drop it down over this, where the other guy's got the summit a little bit further away. Does that give an economic advantage or a tactical advantage? I don't think so. I don't think it matters, but it is definitely something to consider. More damage there. Milroy doing a full repair on all that stuff. Cannon appears to be ready to rock and roll. I don't think he's got the energy due to that. He's going to expand the base a little bit more. Good to see. Spend a little bit more of those resources. You want to make sure in games like this, in situations like this, you're not draining your metal completely, because anything, you know, can be a surprise. There could be a Howie back here or down here with a portal coming out somewhere. As pinch fists, you don't have access to the knowledge, excuse me, that's inside someone's bases. You can see here now as well that P-Shot has... let's take a look. P-Shot has removed the gunners from the front here and added in the wood spam. Unfortunately, Milroy was unable to capitalize on the fact that his core was basically completely exposed. Aiming down just a couple more pixels would have dropped it right on top of that and could have ended the game there. Whether or not he has the angle, I'm not sure. I'd like to actually open up this replay and well, I do have it open. If I could find a way to re-simulate this and see if the cannon's able to drop down on top of the core there. AP sniper, that's the sniper shooting the sniper that was sniping. Looking good. And we're a little bit stagnant. What is Milroy doing with his resources? You can see here, the turbines aren't quite as high. Wind floor on this map is kind of garbage. So I'm assuming that Milroy's having some energy issues here at the moment. Another piece of metal bracing in there would be good. Especially as pinch fist, you can always sell it if you need it, but it gives him a little extra stability. I'm liking the double shields here right now, to be blatantly honest. And another great door snipe by Milroy! Wow! Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, he needs to capitalize on this opportunity. He knows that no damage is going to be coming, at least for now, out of the base. He needs to get more weapons. He needs to expand behind this, upgrade the economy, get some more stuff happening back here, get another cannon up here that has the downward angle he needs to hit the core. Reload here. Is he going to go for a core shot? It's coming off here. He's uploading the turbines. Upgrading the turbines. He's got 3 super turbines now, turning as slow as molasses. And probably doesn't have the energy required to fire the cannon at this moment. But he should have an opportunity. If he drops it right through that node, it's GG. It's GG! Milroy. Okay, getting that expansion in here, as we talked about. I think he's only about 18 minutes too late. There it is. Great shot. And he was right on the node, almost. Great job taking out the armor there. This is where the second cannon's going to come into play. Being able to use that cannon to drop down on top of the core is going to be the one that ends the game. AP Sniper just probing through the metal to see if there's anything on the other side. I like that opportunity there. Milroy capitalizing on the fact that he's able to see through the background bracing to see if there's anything behind there. JP Shot's got the cannon done. He's just repairing it here. Going to get the little bits done. And getting ready to fire the shot. Where's he going to put it? He's going to put it. Huh. Great shot. Great shot. Single door, I guess. Single door through there. Takes out the AP Sniper. That's a big expense. And a shot into the doors. So, it's a great opportunity here. As you guys know, Pinch Fist gets that little bit of economic advantage. The extra 10% coming out of here. That's 6, 12, 24, plus another 6. 24 is 30. Yeah, 30 by 5. I knew that. Is 30. Plus an extra 10%. So that's an extra... So he's basically getting 33 metal a second here right now. Which is actually quite a bit more here. The 20 that JP is getting. Plus, I should say, other than Spook has that active ability. Going for another door snipe here. Milroy trying to play a little bit dirty. Having that spook ability here where he's actually able to steal 200 metal and 2,000 energy here every time he activates the ability. He also gets to see inside of the base. So Spook is a fantastic counter to Pinch Fist as long as you're able to activate the ability enough to make it an economic advantage. So keep in mind that every time he pops this ability and this star goes all cattywampus, he gets to take 200 metal and 2,000 energy from Milroy. Now in a situation like this where your turbines are barely turning and you only have access to a full upgraded 5 super mines, that's not a whole lot here. Using a cannon to take out a buzzsaw I don't think is a fair trade. I think more damage could have been done. I mean, buzzsaws are expensive as well. Hard to say, but it is good to have it gone. I would have probably liked to see the cannon just shooting into the actual base here, taking out a piece of armor, and then adding in... See, this is such a mistake. Such a mistake here from P-Shot. Look at this, just hurts my soul a little bit here. Let's get ready for this cannon shot, just right into the doors here. And Milroy's going to tank that. Is he going to shoot first or repair? Not sure. So, in this situation, adding all this extra metal is ridiculous. All you need is 2 little portals to stop that angle. Return to senders. All this extra metal that's in here right now can be put towards another cannon, additional weapons, additional wood spam, bracing on the inside of the base. This is just a huge waste when you can use something as simple as return to sender portals. And unless, of course, you're Armadillo. Now, in situations like this, if he just keeps poking at that core, fantastic. Keeps poking at the core. Splash damage in itself is going to eradicate this base soon enough here. And JShot is going to be in a serious situation. Add portals in, my friend. Use portals. Portals don't have splash damage. Portals. Somebody get this man a portal. All this metal he's wasting and putting in front, he could just use wood spam plus portals and have another cannon. Oh... It hurts my soul, you guys. It hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. The only time you want to use armor is when you're Armadillo, and even then you don't want to use it that often. It's still the repair costs are ridiculous. Even though they're 50% less, if they're 50% less and you have 200% more metal, that's essentially 100% the same cost. Great shot there, cannon shot coming in. Taking out the portal damage. Portal, or not portal, shields. Shields are what, 300 and... That's probably about 309. Great shot there into the other shield. Another one coming through, dealing some more damage. Now, I don't think Milroy realized that when he shot down here and hit all this metal stuff, the splash was actually hitting the core. Trying to take out the cannon is one thing, but he's got the economic advantage. He should easily be able to just splash the core down. Continuously shooting here with his cannons can end this game. Hopefully, we start to see that a little bit slow here. I'm liking this weird door jank. Triple door action. Another shot coming from P-Shot right at this door here. Mass repair there. We're not seeing any additional metal storages coming out of Milroy, though. So he is either floating the metal resources or spending it on these doors. Now, keep in mind one of the great advantages of Pinch Fist is that he's able to just sell this stuff off when and if he needs additional resources. So technically, metal storages aren't exactly required because the theory, again, he could just sell this stuff off and gain full metal back from that sale. Which also basically works as armor penetration in one situation, and also can be used as metal storage. I prefer, personally, using actual metal storages, because you don't want to remove the armor that's there in certain situations. You want to be able to repair it and keep it there. So, it's a bit of a toss-up to decide whether or not you want to do that. I'm liking the mortars coming out of JShot here. Unfortunately, though, they're not going to do... They're not even going to come back down. Alright, so, great shots there going through. He must have repaired the shield. An exposed cannon, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen here? Buzzsaw coming in, trying to do a little bit of damage, but he does miss. Milroy almost manages to land it there. We can see some gunners being placed down. It's looking like P-Shot has absolutely never used mortars in his entire life because he's trying to hit the moon. Good opportunity, though. That's a great thing. You don't see any gunners here on Milroy's side, so mortars are actually a great opportunity. It's going to force him to spend some resources to counter these mortars. And we're going to have them dialed in. Unfortunately, it took him 3 tries to get those sorted out. Another great cannon shot here into the... Oh, you know what's going to happen? No, he missed. So, Milroy, yeah, so... Oh, you can't see the metal that's there right now. Oh, Milroy just wasting those buzzsaws. I don't think he knows that there's metal and stuff in that... Well, he would see this one, maybe. Probably trying to aim for that spot. So, ideally, what a great game plan is here, and I'm thinking Milroy's thinking of it too. Cannon shots to come through here. Take out the shields, and then a buzzsaw to come and finish off the rest, having the whole top half of his base basically collapse down, probably detonate one of those. There it is. There's one shot. Is the next shot coming through? No, grab the buzzsaw. Oh. Milroy hurts my brain. Cannon, 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 then buzzsaw. Use all of your cannons, man. Fire that right through here. So you can take out all the shields. If you're double shielding, he's probably double shielding. You want to consider that. Great, another cannon shot through the single door. Hits nothing. We are losing the armor for that door, though, so Pinch Fist will not be able to get the full recovery from it. And again, the mortar's shooting from the moon. I have no idea what he's trying to do. He should be actually removing some of this, building out maybe like a sandbag platform, and then using a little chili dip shot, and just kind of like, boop. And if he drops them low enough, the gunners won't be able to shoot it. Cannon shot hits the shield. He knows it's there. This is the opportunity that you want to drop the buzzsaw, taking out 600 metals worth of turbines, and then shooting in exactly the same spot. Not sure why Milroy did that. He could have dropped it down here and done splash on the armor. He probably was aiming there and just mis-aimed here. JShot coming in for another shot, going to try and hit the gunners. I have no idea what happened there and why that missed. He must have went just underneath here. Just missed all those gunners. That would have actually been a great shot. That's 300 metals and gunners he would have lost there. Upgrading the mortars into heavy mortars, looking good. So in this specific situation, I would change these out to shields, and you could add more turbines down here rather than spending the cost to upgrade. You could just add more. As we know, adding more turbines is more efficient than... And if you guys don't know this, check out the devices tutorial video in the playlist section of the channel. It gives you all the math and the crackdown of when it's good to upgrade and when it's good to add additional mines and turbines. It's valuable information for you guys. So you can see here, this is going to be really detrimental for P-Shot here. 3 cannons versus no energy versus nothing. This is going to be a bad situation here. I don't understand why he's shooting there. This game, again, would have been over if he just shoots the core. I'm not sure what Milroy's trying to do here. The game would be over. Just shoot the core. You've got 3 cannons worth of splash damage. Could probably end the game here. Waiting on a reload here. Reload's done. Reload is done. Bango, bango, bango. He's going to have the energy here, hopefully. And now he's adding some storages. I'd like to see that. Another cannon shot, trying to take out the gunners. So, not a bad play from JShot. He's trying to get the gunners out of the way so that he can land some damage with his mortars. There we go. So, again, Milroy, great opportunity here shooting the weapon. But now he's just trying to shoot a bunch of stuff. He could end this game. He knows his cannons do splash on the core. I just can't understand why the 3 shots aren't going straight for the core here right now. It seems a little bit awkward. A little bit unnecessary. I mean, we're not seeing any mine upgrades or anything here. We're not going to see that with the energy production that he's having here. JShot's going to have to get some really good shots coming on here. Again, shooting the shield. Just aim for the core. So this is just not right. Using this kind of play style in a ranked match is actually detrimental. If you don't try and end the game quickly, you want to suppress your opponent, right? Take out their weapons and then hit the car. I'm not sure what Milroy's trying to do here. JShot is basically just hanging on by the seat of his pants here, by a thread from his gaunch. There's not a whole lot he can do here. Again, firing... Oh, I see what he's doing. He's firing that one super far. Again, though, he's got them dialed in this weird spot. The mortars should be aiming for the front of the base, not the top where the gunners are. I just think that's maybe a little bit of lack of experience from JShot. So hopefully if he sees this replay, he understands a little bit more about how to use them. And then, again, Milroy just shooting these doors. He can end the game at any point here. I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to do. At all. Limboing here. Limboing. Another mortar shot coming in here. So, a little bit shorter, but again, aiming in the wrong spots. Those mortars could actually completely change this game. We're going for a laser here. That's not the option. You have 3 cannons, man. Just shoot the core. Again, Milroy just going to shoot some weapons. I don't understand what he's doing here. There we go. It hits the core. You've got splash. You know this. Shoot it with the 3rd one. All right, so JShot. Okay, I like that. He's got it aimed a little bit lower. He's aiming for the doors of the weapons. Now, what's the great thing about aiming for the doors of the weapons, if you're not destroying them, if they're repairing, they can't be used. So, in many cases, you'll see in the top tier matches when stuff like this happens to the doors, the pros will wait to repair the door, fire the weapon, and then repair afterwards, rather than repairing right away, so at least they get the opportunity to do some damage. And again, so he's recalculated. I don't know what he's trying to do with these mortars. This is a completely incorrect in my opinion. Using the mortars and dropping them down on the front of the base is what needed to be done. Now he's given so much time with these inaccurate shots that Milroy's got additional gunners here in the front of his base. Please just aim for the core, my good sir, and we can end this game. There it is, right for the core. Whole base is going to collapse right there. Break. Perfect. All right. GG, you guys. That was JShotP versus Milroy. Spook versus Pinchfist. Can't be touched.